Okay. I got my tea. Everything seems to be fine. Andy's here. Okay. Okay. Everything it seems to be looking fine here. Toilet tea. Oh my god. Good lord, Andy. Hey guys! I'm Rod the Fox and welcome back to From the Depths. Oh good lord. Okay, I just started running on the railing. Just out of nowhere. Okay, let's continue building what we started there last stream. Once I start pressing on the right buttons. Okay, come here. Okay. Okay, let me get my... I need to get the images back up here again. Ah, no, not that. Oh yeah. I got, if you guys have seen the Minecraft stream, I do have the mods updated. Now, I'm not sure if the Mr. Soap again, because the last time I updated the Rico's mods, there was a new version released after I got the previous version. But hopefully this should be updated. It should be... Oh, here we go. Okay, this should do fine. Okay, so there's this one. Yeah, there's this one, okay. So this one is... What was this one? Gotta figure out one in here. Or was? Oh, it's this thing, okay. Okay. But this one... Perfect. Okay, okay. Okay. Whew. So how's everyone doing for this this night? While I continue building something I never built before. You know, if that doesn't exactly give you guys much confidence, frankly, I don't blame you. So I really have not built any of these before. Oh, I should really... There we go. And bring chat forward again. Okay, a couple more of these should do it. So don't stick a... Oops! Is it closing tabs here? Alright, come here. Okay, yeah, it doesn't stick out that much further. But there is a bit like a rounded bit. Can I please have a closer look at this thing? Oh, for God's sake. Okay, let's see here. Oh, that's why. I was just gonna say, like, why is it like why is my letters coming out lowercase even though I'm pressing shift? It caps like I dumbass. Oh, okay. Okay, so it's literally just these two. Okay. Oh, that's actually perfect. That's actually pretty close. Oops. Opening up the wrong things. Bear with me. This is this thing I'm building. This is continuing on from the previous stream. Oops. And one thing I'll say, like, just resourcing it. There we go. I can't really say that I'm like a huge like plane buff. I mean, I do like planes, and I'd like to be able to experience what it's like to like fly in one sometime. But I'm not a plane expert. Like I know a bit about them. But the reason why I chose this particular plane is because the story behind one of them, and just how much it just fascinates me. Oh, that's actually perfect. Oh, that's a perfect shot-on image. Give me that. There we go. Okay, so yeah, it is about this much. Now, I can't say this is going to be completely accurate. I'm basically just like kind of eyeballing it here for some of this. So I'm kind of like trying to work off of a very I mean, what I can't really say that the images I'm working off of is like small, but okay, so that's okay. I can do that. Oop, gimme. But I don't exactly have like good reference points for this. I'm just basically, here's an image of this plane, replicate it. Oh, crap. Wait a minute. Well, this will work. This will work. Okay, that doesn't quite look right. Oh, that definitely that definitely just... Would you go down? Friggin' hell. Okay, so I got to try to make this a round dome here in the front, which is gonna be a pain. Because this, much like Minecraft, even though it has like a bunch of these like sloped pieces, it's still kind of working in a very blocky grid. And that's something I feel like I should That's something I feel like I should mention. Because I know some of you guys has been watching here. Especially you guys have been keeping up with this series on my streams. I mentioned... Well... I mentioned about... I mentioned... a server that me and Andy goes on. Oh, okay, makes sense. And I'm not gonna get too much into details here. And here's the thing regarding that. I've been playing with Andy now for, well, I originally met Andy back in 2012, I think it was. I think it was right around 2012 when I originally met him. I think. I could be mistaken. I know I started watching his videos around 2012. Let's have a quick look here. Okay, that might be interesting. Okay, let me switch. Just don't play anything. Okay. Oh, here we go. So I want to try and find something here. Don't worry, guys. All this is a point. Now, where is it? Okay, was it here or was it before? Oh, here we go. I know it's in here somewhere. Oh, good lord. Okay, let me see here. Okay, the first videos that I started seeing of Andy here was back, I think it was April 25th is when I first, back in 2012 is when I first came across this channel. Yeah, that's a long time ago. And when I first started talking to him, I believe it was, I think here. Was it here or was it here? I know it was one of these. What's this? Okay. And the first video I was actually in with Andy was back in that following September. Which now the fact that it's hitting me is honestly kind of blowing my mind. And yeah, needless to say, back in that day, oh my god. I just realized what kind of accent I was intentionally doing. Oh my god. Are you serious? Back in my day? Bloody hell. Oops. Oh my holy hell, I can't believe I just freaking did that. Anywho. I know this guy for a while. And we actually played quite a bit of Minecraft together. Which, honestly, I thoroughly enjoyed. All things considered, even though my computer size is a little ass. And there recently, this will work. I made myself a mod pack. I say there, but last year I think it was. I made myself a mod pack that for both for me and Andy to play. Because I always found playing with Andy a lot of fun. So I mean, yeah, like I known the guy for almost 10 years. Well, I know this channel for 10 years, and I've known him for almost that long, which is crazy no matter what way you look at it. And so I made a mod pack for me and him to play. And this is I never streamed this, I never recorded this. It's just something that me and Andy did on just by ourselves. And like I mean I did enjoy that. Oh man. And the thing is, I'm kind of thinking of what am I doing? Oh, this is a full circle. Oh, wait a minute. This. Wait, hold on. What am I doing? Yeah, this part is flat. Oh, this is a bit higher. Okay, duh. Okay, so I'm gonna have to readjust this. But I was honestly thinking about I just hopping back on the server again, and honestly just having a bit of fun. And I can mention I'm not going to get into details here. But Andy's been feeling a little bit under the weather lately. And so like I haven't asked him lately about it, because I mean I don't want to ask him about doing something if he's not feeling up to it. So So it's been kind of a bit on the back burner a little bit. And at some point, I don't know when, but if Andy wants to, I could potentially stream our server for you guys, so you guys can see what we've been up to, and even potentially start a series on it at some point. Like us, either continuing where we left off or starting fresh. I'm not 100% sure on that yet. But just us just sitting down, chilling out, having a bit of fun. Just doing the things that we love doing. Because one thing, god damn it, not again. Because one thing I'll say, and it's one thing that I honestly kind of miss, and it's the whole thing of I can't really say for sure that this kind of thing is going on, but I always felt like that YouTube should be a platform where it should be I've not played any computer games since a couple days after Christmas, so pretty much for computer games. Ah. Yeah, like, I kind of feel like, I always felt like YouTube should be this kind of thing where, I don't know, I just always felt like this type of platform should be a little bit more of like just people sitting down, just playing the games that they love doing, just for the sake of it being fun. That's how I always play them, and that's how I always run my channel. So I mean, like, if you're sitting down playing a game with somebody, I mean, like, you're meant to have fun. It's meant to be fun. That's the whole point of it. This is looking really weird to me. And if I was to be honest, some games I would say some of them are kind of like I do feel more comfortable playing them by myself. Like instead of like playing with them other people, because I mean, I can see the whole thing of like people just wanting to play games by themselves, just like a moment, just a moment to relax. And I will admit, I was burnt out on Minecraft for a little while, but I recently started getting back into it again. And if I must be honest, This this might sound a bit biased, but I played Minecraft with a few people before, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. But one thing I will add, one thing I'll say is a lot of people that I knew that I used to play Minecraft with, like, I don't hear from them anymore. And frankly, the fact that Andy is still stuck around for this long, I'm extremely grateful for, and I'm not exaggerating that either. Because there's something that I've heard in I've been watching a lot of Twitch lately. And it was, I think it was Twitch. Yeah, it was Twitch. And talking about friendships, and talking about difference between what's known as seasonal friends and what's it life friends. Basically people that's only around ever so often, and people that you want to people that you want to keep around. And after knowing Andy for so long, we've known each other for, like I've said, about 10 years now. And okay, so yeah, that is flat. Okay. Okay, can I have a better picture of this, please? Oh, here we go. Oh wait, wrong thing. And okay, yeah, okay. Wait, that can't be it, can it? Oh, it's this. Okay, so I'm building this section. Okay. So this isn't the actual piloting section, this is just the forward gunner section. Okay. Okay, I got a little bit confused. And basically the point he made was you don't really make life friends unless you know the person long enough, and you're kind of like willing to put in, and kind of like they mentioned something like put in the work to basically kind of putting the work to make them happy, to make them feel wanted. And what the hell's going on here? Oh. What? And basically the whole point I'm trying to get at here is my brain continues to do those backflips. Okay, here we go. Here it is. Is that like I know Andy isn't going to be around all the time. And that's not the point I'm trying to make here. So I mean, Andy has things he needs to do just as much as what I do. But if I must be honest, like having somebody that you can honestly say that you feel close to, honestly, it honestly makes me happy, if I must be honest. And I can honestly say that even though me and Andy don't quite talk as much as what we used to, for reasons that I just mentioned, I can honestly say I still honestly enjoy. I generally just enjoy his. This is gonna sound weird, especially kind of thing I'm going about here, or potentially sound weird. But I can honestly say that as a friend, I can honestly say I genuinely enjoy his company. So I mean, that guy is almost like a never dumb moment. You don't know what he's gonna say. There's been several moments where that guy's just always made me laugh. And sure, yeah, his sense of humor might be a little bit, well, might be considered a little bit, what's the word I would put it? I don't want to say crude, because that would just seem rude. But like, he does have a bit of a quirky sense of humor. But I can honestly say that to me that just seems like a part of his character. That's just something. Dude, sprinkles. Exactly my point. But, well, killing crude is a good description. Like, this guy, I would say, he's a bit carefree. Like, he doesn't really mind the stuff that he says. Like, what though? Like, he doesn't really have like he doesn't really have so much of a potty mouth. He could just say something that could be potentially considered well, I hope I'm not too inaccurate about this, but he's not exactly the type of guy to come with a lewd joke out of nowhere. Which comes to the point of... Which comes to the whole point that... I'm just gonna put it out there. I certainly love this man. Because, like, almost ever since I've known him, like, I always enjoyed his videos, because his videos have always been funny, really informative. And I don't mean funny as in the new form of comedy or humor that YouTube has nowadays. I mean the good old-fashioned 2010, 2012, I say 2010 to 2015 type of YouTube class humor. The good type of old class humor. Here we go. This is what I want. And Jesus. And I will say this guy's helped me out with a lot. I have no problem saying that either. It's true, goddammit. Oops. Take me over to... No, wrong one. Here we go. Now I just gotta make sure these can actually tilt down, though I don't think they can currently. It's currently with how these weapons are placed. They have like a turret on them, or they have a pivot point on their base, and the weapon is attached right above it. So it's not quite like this, but this might work. If they don't, I can just easily adjust it later. And well, given the whole saying that the computers I had in the past were complete junk, and I'm glad you're a brand of BS. Hey, your brand of BS is quality BS. The ship's quality BS. I'm trying not to laugh. I'm trying not to laugh after saying that now. And I mean, sure, there's been times where that I like to have been able to do more stuff for Andy than what I have in the past. But what it really boils down to... Okay, so this is pretty much... Okay, so yeah, this is slightly shorter. Now, what it really boils down to is just simply this. This is where the back wings are gonna go. And he's a good man. And it's something he told me that I can honestly relate to a great degree. He mentioned this to me before. He said that well, me and Anya had a conversation about this in DMs. And let's see if I can find it. think it's in this somewhere. I know it's in here somewhere. Where the hell can I find it? But basically, the whole thing that we're going on about is like I mentioned, this is something that was talked about in the previous stream, and I know it's in here somewhere. And well, it was after one of the streams. And basically, we're having a bit of a conversation between us, and it just and one thing he said, which I just reading it now, he mentioned that keeping friends is like making and keeping friends is something he doesn't find easy, which honestly I can agree on that. Making friends for me, especially in the area that I live, yeah, that is honestly more difficult than what I can admit. Because well, I can't say that because I mean people do live around me, but there's no one that I'd rather that. Oops, I just closed the game. I legitimately just closed the game, so oops. Let me grab let me actually get something here. Where are you? Oops, I'm in the wrong thing. Because I mean over the course of my life,
if you're a content creator of any kind,
shut up, Ed. Yeah, I am a content creator. That doesn't mean I want to hear your damn ads. Shut up. But I haven't had the most best luck with making and keeping. I mean, well, making friends is well, I can't really say it was necessarily different. Well, it was a little bit. Okay, it was honestly difficult for me to make friends when I was younger, especially given the people that I was around, because you know to talk about much where you live. Andy, you did a story time. Now it's my turn. Oh yeah. Okay, now we're back in the game. Okay, now we can shut up with this damn music. I love the music, but come on. But yeah, where's the autosave? Autosave. I know it's in here somewhere. Or is that back in the main menu? I think we have to go to the main menu for that. Or your life in general. Well, for me, like, where is it? Is it in here? No. Oh yeah, I do have a few more bits that I want to show to you guys. But, like, I've always, well, growing up, if I must be honest, like, I haven't, I've been a bit of a, yeah, I've been a bit of a, I need to try and figure out how to, friggin'. Well, yeah, I've always, like, well, I haven't, I've always had, like, a bit, I was always a bit of a, kind of bit of a, I've always been like a little bit of a, kind of like the, whatchamacallit? Trying to think of a good word to put this. Oh wait, this needs to go up. Okay, I'm getting confused again. But yeah, I was in school, like, I've always been, like, a bit of the class clown. Like, I did act out quite a bit. And, like, one thing I said, like, well, over the course of my school life, I was bullied quite a bit. And so like, I couldn't quite make friends all that easily. And so I mainly just stuck to myself. I always did things by myself. And I just did the things that I had to do in school just to get them done and get them over with. I never enjoyed school. School for me was always the type of thing where, okay, let's just get this over and done with so I can be out of here. And I feel like a part of the reason why I was bullied so much is because of how I acted. I always been like a bit of like the odd kid. Like, I haven't really been considered normal. Yeah. You guys want any more proof of that? Just have a look at my channel. I'm I'm a nutcase, I'm not afraid to admit it. But, like, how do I do this? So I mean, like, so like making friends in school was like never quite an easy thing for me. But and like I never really made like my first like close friend until I was in high school. And well, I can't really say high school. Like probably around junior high is when I first met him. And it was about, I believe, in grade 8? Yeah, I think it was about halfway through grade 8 when I first met him. And like he was only like the real like close friend that I had. And so me and him, like we did a lot of stuff together. Like me and him, like we played a lot of games on the computer and stuff like that. And honestly, I even went to a point where I actually went over to his house because his house actually wasn't all that, like he walked to school. Like his house was like I think about like a 5-10 minute walk away from the school, so it wasn't that far. And I can remember during exams, me and him actually like stayed over at his place and we actually played games, which honestly was a lot of fun. Did I mess up something here? How the hell did I get 3 meters in this? Weird. Wait, this might actually work better. And so, like... And if I must be honest, I honestly really enjoyed that. Because, I mean, like, I stayed around somebody that like, not only did I enjoy hanging around with, but someone that also enjoyed hanging around me. And so, like... Okay, this is just starting to annoy me. And so, like, I tried to do as much as I possibly could with them. And I'm not gonna lie, like, the day that on the last day of school, I'm not gonna lie, I honestly cried. Honestly cried a bit. Because, if I must be honest, like, the only thing that I can say I genuinely enjoyed about school was my friends. Frankly, everything else sucked. Well, except for some of the teachers. Some of the teachers were cool. But that's kind of besides the point. But, and like, after I got out of school, I never made any friends. I just mainly stuck around to myself. And I just did my own thing. And Oh, that's why. Okay. And so, like, I mean, like, I just got out of school, and I've always lived in an area where there was always people around, but there wasn't really anyone around me that was my age. So it wasn't like really like a lot of people I could hang out with. So I mainly just stuck to myself. And like, well, and like that was honestly my life for a while. I just doing my own thing, just day after day. Unfortunately, that's very common. Unfortunately, side effect of adult life. I had the same problem. Tends to keep my work friends at work. Yeah, I heard like a lot of people do that. And like, so like, and one thing I would say that where my life changed was back in 2012. That's why I say that my life changed for me. Because, like, in my whole thing of just doing random, mainly doing random BS. I got a bag of popcorn next to me. That's what that noise was. I just... This isn't really hard for me to talk about. My brain is just being dumb. And so, like... Because, like, back in 2012, that's when I got a DSi for Christmas. And I still have the damn thing. And that's when, well, both that and YouTube is where kind of like my whole online life, my official online life began. And like, my brain is seriously making dial-up noises right now. Come on, brain. Come on, work with me for freak's sake. Because, like, I came across YouTube, and I also came across, like, well, I did my own thing for a little while. When I started watching YouTube, and I started hearing about Minecraft. Because I think... I'm trying to remember, when did I first hear about it? I think I was browsing on YouTube one day. And that's when I started to come across YouTube videos. So I think that's when Minecraft really started becoming popular on YouTube. Like when it really started like making a staple on it. So, like, I don't know if this will even work. No, that won't work. So like I sat down and started watching YouTube videos. And this is when I came across Andy's videos. And I can remember thinking that it was like, oh, this looks interesting. It's like I started getting into Minecraft. I started becoming interested into it. And so I sat down and started watching. No, this was before I actually started getting into Minecraft. Yes, this is when I first started finding out about it. And that's when and so I sat down and started watching Andy's videos, and I remember I honestly remember enjoying them a lot because they were very informative. They're also rather funny. And like, when it comes to me, I don't generally give out initial opinions on something. Oh, teachers move forward. Okay. Unless like unless I see something for a little while. And it's the same case here. The same case for Andy's videos. Once I sat down and started watching them, I remember thinking like, I remember enjoying them. So, sat down and watched more, and started watching more and more. Next thing I know, a few hours go by, still watching more Andy's videos. And it's when, and then it came down to, of like, I think was it I subscribed to Andy so I can watch more of his stuff. And there was one video that I think was, I believe when I first started watching Andy, he was into his second season of industrial craft and buildcraft videos. He was on his second episode when I first came across him. And so like I sat down, started watching him, and then he put up a video, and then I take it as something funny, I decided to get Minecraft one day. I actually started playing it. Now the version I played was the old 0.3.0 because it was the only like free version of Minecraft that was out at the time. Because like I didn't have enough money to actually buy Minecraft. And I can remember, I'm not even kidding, I literally did this. Now 0.3.0 is the version that I believe not long after the regular blocks are added. This was before the crafting table, this was before the whole entire thing. And so I can remember getting into the game and me actively trying to figure out how Andy built the stuff that he did. And I pulled out, I took out the, I took out the bookshelf because I remember thinking that, well, yeah, because I thought it was the crafting table, and I remember trying to do stuff with it, but I realized that I couldn't actually like do anything. And so I sat down and I continued watching Andy's videos. And then I later bought the game and I started playing online. This is still using the same version. And I say this is really where my online presence really started to take off, because I started playing with like other online people, and even though like it was just creative only, I used what I had to my disposal, and I remember just having like just generally a lot of fun with it. And fun fact, the first person I ever spoke to was on Skype and was actually someone from Sweden, which is honestly a bit ironic when you think about it. Because at the time I never knew of Skype or anything like that. The only thing in fact I didn't know of any type of chatting programs. This was this was before I got in Discord or anything. This is honestly before I actually started talking to Andy. And the girl I talked to, she was pretty nice. And then I started meeting other people. I met someone else. His name is someone that me and Andy used to know. His name was Dark Shock. I believe. I talked to him for a bit, and then a bit of time went by, and I can remember Andy putting up a video saying that he's going to be on Minecraft. And since I bought Minecraft, I figured, and since like I seen quite a bit of Andy's videos, I figured that it would be a good opportunity to actually like to actually like potentially talk to Andy. So I saw the opportunity and I seized it. I got on Lowcraft. I got the IP for it, and I hopped on, and yeah, I hopped onto Lowcraft, and I was there. I was there for a few days, and then Andy. I know this was unintentional. I know this was an accident. But if you didn't do this, I probably wouldn't know you now. But Andy put up his Skype name, which his Skype name was different from his YouTube channel name, because his Skype name was, I believe, his Skype name was Antricon, I believe it was. And I only knew him by his, I couldn't remember exactly how this went. After Andy showed his Skype name on the stream that he was doing, I came and found him, and I sent him a request on Skype, and I asked him if he was Badass Games. And I can remember even right now exactly what my reaction or how I felt in that moment. Right when Andy said yes, I can officially say I had my first full-on brain crash. My brain crashed. I wonder if the same stream where I accidentally showed the existence of my porn folder. I'm not sure, to be honest. I'm not sure. I can remember though for that stream, people wouldn't shut up about it. And I think, was it you had to delete that stream after? But yeah, I can. Am I editing this? Was I actually editing that turret? Oh no. But yeah, when because I mean, like I enjoyed Andy's content. And so, like, when Andy said yes, he said my brain stopped working. I had, like, my first official brain crash. And I can remember Andy asking me if I played on Lowcraft. And I said yes. Stand the corn. That's a genius. I know another good name for it. Prawn. The prawn's like a fish. Well, I've also spelled it P-O-R. Was P-R-O-N, but that's a common internet use word, so people would still know exactly what that is. But Oh my lord. But I can remember that, like, I hopped on, and I can remember exactly how this went. Andy was one of it, and one of his, I should put a few pictures of corn in there. Do it. I'll honestly say do it for the irony. But prawn would have a good disguise. Oh, there's a P-R-A-W-N. It's actually like fish prawn, the aquatic prawn. That would be funny. It's like, why do you have pictures of prawn in here? It was a prawn shrimp? Yeah. Prawn is, I think prawn and shrimp are the same thing. I heard like they're the same thing, or like two separate things. The whole premise of prawn is a little bit weird. Do it for the laws, yeah. And I can remember exactly how I found Andy. He was standing in one of his one of the creations they built on the server. I believe it was kind of like a jungle themed house. And there was a zombie standing on top of the door frame. Just like I had this video called Why People Procrastinate sitting in my watch later list for 5 years. That's so many layers of irony. Holy crap. That's just so many layers of irony. Like, that's honestly part like the most thickest like layer of irony like we ever heard. Okay, so okay. And like, and I can remember, was it, I believe I had, was it a wooden sword or a stone sword I had on me? And I can remember that I actually defeated the zombie. I checked on a couple days ago, made sure it's still there, lol. Wow. And okay, so right here would actually be a room. A window. And I can remember after I defeated the zombie, I went into his jungle house, and This might sound a little weird, but I just stood there, like kind of waiting for him, because I knew that he was there, so I just kind of just stood there. I knew he was AFK, so I kind of stood there like waiting for it to come back, and when he did come back, and I can remember when I seen Andy like actually like start moving around. Well, I'll say this. Well, first of all, I was surprised I was even standing in front of Andy in the first place. But to really drive the whole thing home, I was standing there waiting for him to come back. Well, basically, yeah, I was kind of stunned that I was actually like standing like right in front of him, because like for me, Andy was just like he was honestly a bit of like a YouTube celebrity to me, because like I wasn't making any YouTube videos at the time. Like I just sat down and just watched YouTube the whole entire time, and like he had about like a little over 9K subscribers at the time, and so like not only did I enjoy his videos, but I also looked up to him. And so like yeah, just the fact that yeah, here's someone that I enjoy watching currently standing literally right in front of me. And yeah, that was honestly a little bit to take in, because it's not exactly something I was expecting. So that's why like it kind of like just made me go, what? And I just in general, like, and when he said hi to me, I was honestly happy. Like, I was honestly happy in that moment. For that very reason. And I can honestly say, even now, I can honestly say that I'm honestly glad that I met Andy, if I must be honest. Because I mean, for as long as I've known him, he gave me like lots, and I mean lots of respect. And I thank him for that. And it's one of the reasons why that I'm still friends with him today. It's for that reason. Because when you have somebody that you like being around, or being friends with, or for whatever reason, what's this? I thought there was like an elevator thing in here somewhere. Oh, here we go. Air or water. Here we go. This is what I want. Wait, why does it look so weird? Oh, now I get it. Now I get it. Okay. Places automatically be fixed for every role it can be filled. So you mean this will? Huh? Oh, whoops. Oh, so this one seems like. Okay. So if I flip it over, okay. So what would be if I did this? Well, it's always pitched down. Weird. I think this is the kind of thing that I want. Oh, whoops. There we go. And okay, so you're for roll. Your pitch up. Okay. And like, okay, yeah, this. Okay, so this actually is moved up a little bit. Okay, okay, okay. So where does that go to? Wait a minute. Okay, so this is actually a lot shallower. Okay. Looks like in fact it just uses these, maybe? And so funnily enough, but the okay, I think this is okay. This needs to be longer. It just needs to be longer. Yeah, I think this is about right, but this needs to be moved back. Okay. But okay, just keep going. But I think my brain just crashed. But yeah, basically like what I've been saying is that like ever since like I started yeah, basically like ever since I started talking to Andy, like that's like, well, basically ever since, well, when you really look at it, not only did Andy get me into Minecraft, but he also helped I launch my online presence. Because I mean, it's because of him that I found Minecraft in the first place. And even I knew about it. And it's also because of him that like that I've pretty much almost like basically gotten to where I am now. Okay, can my mouse like seriously just stop doing that? Because I mean, like I mentioned, like Andy was the one that got me into Minecraft. Like he's the one that really like I used the what? Yeah, he was the first one that I found videos on it. And so that's so like, yeah, and it's that like got me into playing Minecraft in the first place. Like actually like start talking to people online. I get in Skype and whatnot. And I just like sitting down and actually just talking about it now. It's kind of crazy. Just like how much time has passed and just how much that I've done. And it's all because of one singular tree ant that I call my friend. And honestly, if that doesn't speak volumes, I honestly don't know what does. So I mean, it could oil. Bleh. It could all boil down to just a simple coincidence. But to be honest, that's not quite what I believe. Because with how everything went, and just how everything fits, it just seems like too much of a just a sheer coincidence. Like, honestly, it just seems like too much of a coincidence. Just say, oh, it's like, yeah, it's just too much that went on. Just say like, oh, this is just all coincidental. Because I mean, from me finding Andy's channel on YouTube to me actually like starting to talk to people online, like, it's just, no matter what way you look at it, it's nuts. And like, that's one of the reasons why I enjoy playing Minecraft with Andy so much. It's because not only is Minecraft fun to play with them, but yeah, it's also because of that reason. So, I think it's about time that, I think it's time that I bring the whole point of this. I've been thinking about like well, yeah, I've been thinking about potentially bringing my Andy server to this channel. Now, I'm not 100% sure on that yet. But one thing that I at least want to do sometime, especially now that I've gotten back into playing Minecraft again, is that I want to hop onto the server again. Because it's been a while. Plus, being there is always fun. And there's still quite a bit of stuff that I want to do on there. So I mean, there's like a new house that I want to finish building. There's an aircraft carrier that we found that I want to work on, and plus, among other things. But I haven't really mentioned it to Andy lately because because he hasn't been feeling all that well lately. And I know Andy's type of guy that he wouldn't mind putting the server up, but kind of think of it just comes down to the thing of, maybe I shouldn't ask him about this because he's not feeling all that well. That's that sort of thing. And stop that. Wait a minute. Okay, now I remember how I did this. Wait, oh, did I? What? I hope I do. Okay, so yeah, this is out one block too far. This needs to fix. Where is it? I don't actually know. And if I must be honest, having somebody that you can have like a close contact with, like I do with Andy, is, especially nowadays. Appreciate concern, yes. Now we're going all the way. Like, final look good with dragging on. That's good. I'm honestly glad to hear that. But yeah, like finding somebody that you can feel as close to as what I do with Andy is like, yeah, it's a bit hard. It's a bit hard to come by. And one thing I'll say, especially after like losing all the contact with my school friends, is that like whether your friends are online or not, like they're your friends for a reason. Like they want to be around you. And you don't want to potentially do anything to potentially like jeopardize that. Because I mean, like, I don't mean to like potentially sound a bit real here, but like, you may never know like exactly what's going to happen, like whether the person is going to. I mean, well, like friends, friends come and go. That's a known fact. And I mean, like friends don't last forever. That's why I feel like, yeah, you should hold on and like. I agree, and like just be there for your friends as much as you can. Because I mean, you don't know when they're going to be going through any type of like hardship or anything like that. You don't know when they might just need someone to talk to for any sort of thing. And like, it's always good to have someone there just to talk to. And honestly, like that's how I feel. That's how I feel about Andy here. So I mean, there's a good reason why, like me and him, like we've known each other for so long as what we have. We're not just like just a couple of friends that sit down and play Minecraft together. And even though we do that, well, we have done that quite a bit. But when we sit down and do stuff, like we always do stuff together. Like we don't like go off and do our own thing. Like we always do. We do stuff together. And like. And even though, like, I would say, like, I'd like for it to be, like, well, like, there's times where I'd like to have been able to, like, do more stuff than any of what I've been able to, but frankly, my computers are big garbage, so it's not really much I can say about that. I guess the whole point I'm trying to make here is that from my personal experience, keep your friends around. So it's like kind of like the old saying goes. Keep your friends close, your enemies closer. To be honest, I'm not quite sure how that would work in this case. But I think you guys get the point, and I'm trying to get out here. So I'm hoping to make even a lick of sense. Because my brain is just like, what the hell are you going on about? Stop, you're confusing me. Well, brain, you can't exactly say much because you haven't been the most useful thing for me. But that's a completely different topic. But, like I was saying, like, doesn't really apply if some reason have a tendency to make friends out of unfriendly people. Seem to be good at it. Wow. With me, it's not like I've always been under the thing of like I just realized we've been hitting a couple hours, so I'll mention this thing and then we might start winding this down. But like for me, I've always been like I treat people how they treat me. It may not be like the most best ways to go about it. but I've always I've been well basically I think well after especially ever since I've been out of school, like I've always been like a bit of a quiet person. Someone that just doesn't talk all that much. So it's gonna be a little bit difficult for me to like find like a or I have like kind of like a general like opinion of somebody because of that reason, unless they approach me first. Now, I'm not saying that this is something that I'm necessarily proud of, because frankly, I'm not sure if that is something to be proud of, but and well, one thing I'd like to mention about this, start running down the stream here, is that it's actually starting to come together. Is well, if there's one thing to take out from this word spaghetti, is this, like, whether you have friends online or not, like, they're taking time out of their day to talk and spend time with you. It's only fair that you do the same, because they're your friend for a reason. They like hanging around you. They like being around you. And so it wouldn't be all that fair to them if you didn't if you didn't give them the time of day that they deserve. And even though like me and Andy, like, we don't talk a lot, one thing I would say, like, Andy is always here in my streams, as long as he's not busy. And as long as he doesn't forget, and I'm not going to hold you for that because my memory is garbage. I'm not going to hold you against that because, yeah, my memory is useless. Well, yeah, just basically, if you have someone that you like being around, like, give them the time of day, as much as you would like for them to give it to you. Because, like, I mean, sure, there's people that comes from different walks of life. People that are more successful than others. People that have different tastes, different attitudes and stuff like that. But always remember, we're all different. We're not all the same. No matter how much you may expect it. And there's someone out there you may never know that could want to be your friend. That could want to be around you. And if you don't give them the time of day, you will never know that until you do. But I think that's enough of my rambling. That's gonna do for this stream, guys. Sorry that last bit got a little bit real there, but yeah, I feel like that's something that that I wanted to bring up a little bit. Because, I mean, like, given the past that I come from, and especially the stuff that I've learned, yeah, it's quite interesting. Anyway, red slap button from the depths if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe, ring a bell if you guys want to see more stuff like this, and I'll see you in the next one. Later, guys. I don't think the next stream is going to be this wordy or this word mumbo jumbo. Quite a tearjerker episode. I don't think this episode's gonna be actually, I feel better now. So, I mean, well, I can't say that you'll find somebody be your friend that would be able to click right away, but you may never know. You might be able to find somebody that they like hang around just as much as I like hanging around this guy here. As the old saying goes, you never know until you try.